I wanna know. Is time moving backwards or is it slow? I wanna know.
Good evening, everybody. You know who I am. You know what I do. The statistic came from the U.S. Census Bureau, Health and Human Services, and also a site called BlackDemographics.com. If you want to know everything that's statistics for Blacks by Blacks, BlackDemographics.com. In 2019 was when the last survey was run. Approximately 51% of Black men are unmarried and childless. So that leaves 49%. Now, 33% of those men are married. So that remains 16% of men that are unmarried with children. Saying that, I always bump it up to 20% because you got to count for male infidelity. You know, because some men's be going out there and got other families. So about 20% of men are responsible for approximately 80% of unwed mothers.
And see that Frank, that's a real big disconnect there. It's not a whole like 45, 55. It's not, it's not 40, 60, 20, 80, the 80-20. I mean, that's a big difference. So what that means is that these men are impregnating multiple women. They have multiple baby mamas, right? And these baby mamas may or may not have, I may have three kids by Dr. Feelgood, and then I got 3 more kids by Daddy. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But that's 6 kids, right? Okay.
And a lot of times, and the follow up on that, a lot of times, women, this is studies have been done. Studies have been done. Women choose the same type of guy to procreate with. It's not. Money doesn't really matter. That we throw it out the window. Looks sort of matter. But if you talk to a lot of women, and they want a guy with the 3 6s. 6 foot tall, that eliminates 83% of the Black population.
Really?
Yes. 6 figures, that eliminates about 70% of the Black population. And a 6-pack, 70% of Black men are overweight or obese, and of course with body mass index. So you put all 3 together, that's a very small pool of men. And if you take out the ones that are married and the ones that are in an alternative lifestyle, you're talking a very small percentage of men. But women seem, especially younger women, seem drawn to that. They want a guy with swag. They want a guy that commands the room. Now they can be alpha in their own way, but they attract that. And a lot of women won't say this, but they do say this. They say, I don't want a man that nobody else wants. So if you don't have a woman, other women ain't gonna want you. So if 51% of us don't have a woman, then that tells you. And
but maybe y'all don't have a woman because y'all are less than 6 feet, not making 6 figures.
That definitely could be it. That definitely could be it.
So
joke.
And I know, but a lot of times, here's the deal: is that women will get with a guy, will have babies by a guy that's not good for them, that are worthy, that they deem worthy to have a child, because women control access to the womb. Anything else is a crime. However, why don't they marry those men? Well, he wasn't about anything. He's a deadbeat. Girl, you knew he's a deadbeat when you mess with him. But
he might have had 6 inches
or more. And I understand that. But those guys have the pick of have the pick of the litter. They will sleep with a hunchback from Notre Dame, and they'll sleep with the model.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is when the hunchback thinks that her marketplace value has elevated because because she slept with that guy.
Mm.
I'm doing this I'm being facetious, but you understand what I'm saying.
Mm.
So the hunchback doesn't think she's better than the average guy, who she's probably more compatible with. The guy that's making $42,500 a year, the guy that's 5'9", weighs 187 pounds, that has no children or less than one child or less, that has that's employed, that can make her situation better than the situation she's on her own than she's in now. But she doesn't want that guy. She wants the devil, 666. So, and the devil won't mind putting it on you.
I don't like what you're saying there. Add that other 6 in there. We need 6666.
No, but that's what they call him after they have a kid by him. They call him the devil. So
pointing the finger.
But no, I'm just saying. But that's why a lot of us are out of whack in relationships, because you're saying, women are saying guys aren't crap because they don't take care of their children. They don't want to be married. Men are dogs, when the numbers simply doesn't support that. CDC did a study in 2017. Black men are the most involved with their children. They might not live with their children. They might not care about the mother, but they're gonna be there for their kids. 69%. The closest one, even Asian men who are married at the highest rate, do not match what Black men do. So it's not the fact that the men don't want to do it. It's not because a lot of us didn't. I had a dad and a stepdad and uncles and stuff like that. But I'm saying, though, a lot of men did not see that male image, and it wasn't always the man's fault. Yes, Papa might have been a Rolling Stone, but when he was around, he was still a man.
True.
And now today, I know I got friends who stepped up and are stepfathers. I know friends who got 6 babies by 12 baby mamas. They taking care of their kids, not just financially, because everybody's talking about the financial part of fatherhood. Like that's the only thing that the woman or the family needs. No,
and it's time and help raising them is extremely important.
Right. Men
you need your time and your talent.
Right. Men bring system, order, and structure.
Mm-hmm. Real men.
Family.
Real men.
A man, well, that's to be debatable, but yes, understood. But they bring systems. You need to be in bed at 9 o'clock. You need to do your homework. You need to order. This is how we're going to do things. It's my way. Sometimes it's not good, but you say my way to highway. And then structure. When you're with me, these are the activities that we're going to do. You may not like it. Go cut that grass. Why do I got to cut that grass? 1, because I told you to, and 2, you'll find out when you get older. Because sometimes you can tell somebody everything and they ain't gonna listen until it actually happens. And then it's like, oh, that's what they meant by this. Mm-hmm. So a father is not only providing financially, but he's providing system, he's providing an order, and he's providing structure. And unfortunately, a lot of women love chaos. I want to do what I want to do. I'm not saying every woman, But most women.
And so put that finger down.
Yes,
no,
I know it's boring,
about.
Danny, but it's the truth.
No.
I felt it. Oh, sorry, my bad.
But that's what I'm saying, though. It's like, you know, we have to look at it holistically, and a lot of us looking at, like Answer said, we pointing the finger at who's not doing anything, but we're not addressing those situations. We rather blame others, shift blame, and do others rather than look, like someone said earlier, look within yourself. Take responsibility for what you've done. Because if you've done nothing wrong, guess what's going to happen? Nothing's going to be right, no matter what you try. Men are results oriented. We want to know, is what you're doing working? Is what you're doing working? Any man with sense. A lot of men out here ain't got sense. They ain't got good sense because they keep doing. Those men who are in and out the system, those men who are obstinate, those men who know what good is and refuse to do it. Those are not men you should procreate with. Unfortunately, they procreate because they got swag and they know how to dress and they know how to talk. But what's good for you is not always good to you. And this is the thing that a lot of women don't get. I am not your entertainer. I am not your court jester. If you're bored, that's because you're a boring person. I am not responsible for your entertainment. I'm responsible for providing, protecting, giving you system, order, and structure. I know a lot of women are like, and a lot of guys are like, yeah, we already know this, but this is for the people. Keep it out of yourself. This is for the people out there in YouTube land, Facebook land, TV land. Make yourself the best person you can be, man or woman. Danny, you're an exception. You're not a rule. I agree. You're a great dad, and the results are there. However, you're an exception. You are an exception.
You got swag though.
Yeah, Danny got swag. Dude, when I grow up, I want to be like him. But anyway,
how dare you even ask that question? What's wrong with you?
But what I'm
I just wanted to start a little trouble.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that a lot of us looked at what our parents did or didn't do, and we made adjustments so that we can be the best parents we could be. Now, most of us did it with a partner, but a lot of us had to trudge that line on its own. But the thing is, though, is that you have to get out the idea that everybody's wrong and you're right. We can all admit fault. Therapy is not a bad word, especially in our community. We have a, and this goes back to legacies. We have a intensive distrust of doctors, of medicine, because of things that happened to us in the past. And it's been shown in research that Black people are treated differently with similar medical conditions than others. So going to therapy, we're gonna say therapy is soft. And it's not. You have to go to the right therapist. You can't just go to anybody, because I can be a therapist. You could talk to me for hours and I can give you, well, that roof is high. Why don't you jump off it? It'll help you get better. But that's not what I'm saying, is that you have to look within before you can blame somebody else. Sometimes it's not your fault, but a lot of times you have a portion to do because of what you say, do, or don't say, and don't do, and allow. So get therapy, be the best person you can be. Set the example. Do the work. We hate doing the work because it's hard. It's just like losing weight. We hate doing the work because it's hard. And the fact that it's hard, it makes us act out and say, nah, I don't want to do this because this sucks. but it's necessary for us, not only for us, helping us break our intergenerational curses of telling, and how the hell we gonna be there with a blunt in our mouth and a 40 and tell our kids not to drink and smoke, stuff like that. How are we gonna tell them to be good with money if we out there blowing money on lotto and horses and all that other good stuff? And you notice I'm keeping this gender neutral because we both have parts to play in parenting. Yes, the 40, Tracy. Yes, the 40. A 40 or champagne for the ladies, all right? Champagne or Andre. But we're getting close to the end of time. I have a lot of information that I could, but then we'd be here all night, and I've already been told that I'm boring. But that golden voice just gets everybody smiling.
No, I wasn't talking about you. I just said
Danny, you got to him before I could.
Yes.
No, I didn't say that.
Yes. So on that, I'm gonna say I gotta plug it in. October 29th,